What's going on, everyone? My name is Russ W. My friends call me W, Russ, Ross, Razishka, you name it. I have many nicknames. Anyways, I wanted to talk about authenticity, who I am, and my channel as a whole. Now, my channel has been about helping young men, the epidemic of lost young men, the youth. The young men is struggling nowadays. We have concepts of toxic masculinity, and it's a tough time to be a young man in this day and age. I know I could just go on ChatGPT and have it make me a detailed script on what to talk about and what to say and how to word it, but I just didn't think that would be an authentic representation of the type of content that I want to create for you guys. And this is so important to me, this topic, lost young men, because I was lost and I have been lost. I've grown up in a certain situation where I wasn't financially secure, and I never was pushed in any one direction to either do sports or to try to be anything other than just a middle class working slave. And I think young men have a lack of masculine role models nowadays. Now, not to say that I didn't have them growing up, but my family, they're workers. They never thought about getting rich. They thought about, paying and making sure food was on the table for their kids, and that was it. And I've come from like a farmer family background, and so becoming rich was never a thought in their mind that it was possible. And so I'm passionate about this topic because I have been in that same boat. I was overweight. I was 100 pounds overweight. I decided to make a change senior year, and I lost over 100 pounds. And I learned a bunch of stuff about myself, things that I like to do. I like to go to the gym. I like to work out. I like to ride motorcycles. I like to do challenging things. I like rock climbing and all kinds of physical activities and endeavors. But I also like to play video games from time to time. I'm very big into Call of Duty Zombies. I've been playing Call of Duty Zombies for 10 plus years. And I don't really post much about that stuff on my channel just because I don't necessarily think gaming is a constructive use of your time unless you're going to find a way to monetize it by making videos or doing things with that footage, which is what I'm going to try to do. I'm also going to incorporate footage, and then I'm going to talk and overlay my audio over some background footage so you guys can watch the gameplay if you're interested in it, and then listen to what I'm talking about. I want to be as authentic as I can with this YouTube channel and talk about things that I actually give a shit about and that hopefully you guys give a shit about as well. One thing that I've been perplexed about for a long time is making money, and I'll be completely transparent. That's why I have a YouTube channel. I want to make as much money as I possibly can to better the lives of myself and the people that I care about. And I've been a content consumer for a long time. I've watched YouTube videos, I've watched podcasts, I've watched all kinds of stuff for multiple hours, and I've always consumed and never created. I decided one day that I was going to start making videos, and it was in the intent of just doing anything, just doing something instead of just I was working 70 hours a week, working 2 jobs, just nonstop working, and that's not gonna cut it in today's day and age to financially be successful. And so I know this, and I need to do other things, learn new skills, and become better at said skills, so that I am a more valuable person on the marketplace, so that I can make more money. There's a lot of things that men can do to level up their life and find what they're supposed to do. I think the challenging thing for men nowadays is the abundance of things to do. It has never been so easy to do nothing. You can play video games and watch TV and there's always something new to do. There's always something new to consume. And there's never any incentive to try to be better. Like, it's easier to just watch something than it is to create a whole video and then edit it and learn the skills required to do those things and then post it and then get feedback and constructive criticism from people that might just not fuck with you, that might just be rude or hurt your feelings or whatever. Toxic masculinity is a word that mainstream media and the left like to make up or talk about to deem men as the bad gender, right? And that's because men get shit done. Men and women both have their place. They're different. They're unique. Ultimately, if 300 million men decided to do something, there's not much that any government could do to stop them. And so they have to demoralize, they have to bring men down so that they don't come together so that they can make change. That is not ideal for establishments. You can call that false information, you can call that anything that you want, but it's simply the truth. Men were strong, and together we're even stronger. So that's why we play these race games that segregate all of us and have us fighting against each other instead of coming together and solving the actual real world issues. So this is my biggest point. The number one thing that you can do as a young man is to surround yourself with people, like-minded people that have the same vision the same goals as you, who see the code, they see the light, they know that they have to do something, they have to be better, they can't be average, they have to break out of this 9 to 5 working, this the way that the world has enslaved them. If you can surround yourself with like-minded men like that, you can't have 5 guys that are rich and be the 6th and not accidentally become rich. Like, you are the sum of the 5 closest people that you hang out with. And so if you hang out with broke people that are smoking weed all day, you're probably going to do the same things that they're doing. And vice versa, if you hang out with people that are always thinking of business ideas and always trying to do better and be better and work out and take care of themselves and be healthier and be motivated, and you're going to probably be the same. You're going to be like them. Birds of a feather flock together. It's common sense. It makes sense. Another thing that you can do is just raw, brutal action. Now, I've tended to do this a lot in my life, is if I'm perplexed about a situation, if I can't figure out or solve something, I just end up doing something that I know that I can't control. Like, if I can't figure something out, I'll just go run. I'll just go for a run, or I'll just do push-ups, or I'll just go to the gym, or I'll do something that makes my mind taken off of that. Just raw, pure action, just doing something. Like, oh shit, I'm still broke, I'm gonna go for a 2-mile jog now. Oh, I'm still broke, I'm gonna go to the gym now, and maybe if I get in better shape, then, and just doing something is better than doing nothing. I mean, at least at the end of the day, you accomplished you got the workout in, and so you're slightly stronger today than you were yesterday. You put in the reps. You just have to be relentless. You just have to never stop. You just have to know that you're never going to give up. That you know that, like, no matter what, you've been trying 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, that you're never going to stop trying. There's some, like, comfort in that, knowing that no matter what, you are always going to keep on trying. Whether you make it there or not, you hope you do, but men's life is work. To be a man is to work. You have to work hard every day, and you have to try. I'm not saying, like, you can't have those, those days. Sometimes you watch a TV show and you know that you watched a little longer than you should have, but actively trying something every single day. And the way I can justify playing video games is if I make these videos. That's the only way that I can justify it, so that's why I'm going to do it this way. Men need to learn to control their emotions. You can have emotions, but how you react to them is what makes a true man. You can be sad, you can be mad, you can be happy, you can be glad, you can whatever, list an emotion. But that emotion shouldn't dictate what you do, how you act. Your reactions to an emotion dictates a true man. How you react to your emotions dictates a true man. As men, we have the burden of performance. You have to make money, you have to be in shape, you have to be charismatic, you have to do all these things. And if you're lacking so much in certain areas of your life, like if you're overweight, you're broke, your first priority should not be talking to girls. Because why are you going and talking to girls for when you're out of shape, have no money? I mean, you're fat, like it just makes no sense, right? Focus on, my best advice is to get in shape. First thing you should do is get in shape. Have some semblance of shape to you. I'm not saying you have to be shredded year round, be a jack specimen, but you should be, you should be able to protect yourself and the people around you, and where someone sees you and is like, okay, maybe I shouldn't mess with that guy. He looks like he's physically in shape and whatever. Have some presence about you, because being in shape demands respect. It means I should respect this guy because he respects himself enough to put in the work to get into that shape. Next is if you're broke, you might have to humble yourself and work 2 jobs. I did it. Work 2 jobs, work 70, 80 hours a week, save some money so that money can buy you time to learn new skills so that you can use those skills to earn more money. There are many gurus and people out there that'll tell you what to do. But the thing is you can't just listen to it. You can't just mentally masturbate to the idea of self-improvement. You got to actually do the work too. I can't sit there, like if I was a fat ass still, and I watched all the videos on how to get in shape, but then never took action, never went to the gym, never exercised, never ate in a specific way, I would never have gotten where I got. You can learn all this information that you want, but if you don't actually take action and utilize the information that you're learning, it does you no good whatsoever. You actually have to apply it in the real world to see results. And the best way that you can become a confident individual and talk with confidence about certain topics and things is to actually do them. Because then you have the evidence to support that you know what you're talking about. If you guys like this type of video, this type of content, then leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll make more like them. And if not, then leave some advice or constructive criticisms. And I appreciate you guys watching. W out. See you.